Okay, one more example before we start doing our own addition and subtraction of decimals. We need to represent our operations in a picture as well as be able to do it just in our regular, what I call a regular algorithm, or doing it normally, the way we would normally add and subtract numbers. So when we're doing our adding and subtracting decimals, say we're going to add 35 hundredths and 28 hundredths, we're going to shade in 35 hundredths, which is right there. That means 3/10 and 5 hundredths, which is 1, 2, 3 columns, which is 3/10, and then 5 more hundredths, which I did. Since we're adding, I'm going to add to that in my decimal grid another 28 hundredths, or 2/10 and 8 hundredths. So I see my 2/10 and the 2 full columns shaded in, along with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more hundredths shaded in. So there's my picture representation of this problem, and I can just count all the shaded blocks. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 full columns shaded in, so that's 6/10 and 3 hundredths. So my answer should be 63 hundredths when I add 35 hundredths and 28 hundredths. To show it, this is how we record it just with our regular algorithm, is right here. Notice how we're lining up the decimals in our decimal number, like we line up commas in our whole numbers. So when I do that, then my place values are lined up and I just add them together. So 8 and 5 is 13. So I have my 3 and I carry my 1, just like when I add a whole number. Then 3 plus 2 is 5, plus another 1 is 63 hundredths. So we just add the numbers the same as whole numbers and regroup as we need. Subtraction again is we start with a larger number and then we cross out the number that we're taking away. So I'm again, like I did in the first hundredths grid, is I'm going to shade in my 35 hundredths. And then, instead of shading in the rest of it, because I'm taking away, I'm going to cross out the 28 hundredths. So then I'm left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hundredths left over, because each little square is 1 hundredth. And so subtraction, we line up our decimals again. That's what we do when we add and subtract decimal numbers. Just like when we add or subtract whole numbers, we line up our commas. That way all of our place values are lined up where they should be. Then we just subtract the numbers like we're subtracting whole numbers. We forget about that decimal point. Regroup if we need, so we should have ended up with 7 hundredths, which is what we counted over here. Now what you're going to do on the rest of this paper is you're going to do that for yourself. So you're going to represent addition of decimal numbers and then record it. So you'll shade in your hundredths grid, and then where it says record it is where you show me the regular algorithm, okay? So in your hundredths grid, you're going to shade like I did here. Where it says record it, you're going to put your regular algorithm, just adding the two numbers together. And then on the next page is subtraction, so you're going to take the bigger numbers, so you're going to have to be able to compare your place values. So 44 hundredths is bigger than 38 hundredths. So you should shade in 44 hundredths, and then you're going to cross out 38 hundredths. Here is where you're going to record your regular algorithm, where you just put the numbers in, line up the decimal points, and then do your math. Okay, so you need to finish out this assignment. Last page is where you create your own addition and subtraction problems, so that'll be fun for y'all. So first page you do addition, second page you're going to do subtraction, making your own. And that should take care of that assignment for you. I think there was one more assignment in this activity, so get those completed with your addition and subtraction of decimals, and then we'll move on.